get to where end violence against women and girls. And the three butterflies actually represent the sisters. So we've committed ourselves to actually from now on the 25th of November, that we will always, in remembrance of the Mirabal sisters, or the Unforgettable butterflies, that we will always acknowledge and honour their part of the struggle. Come on sisters, black sisters, it's time we got together to fight. For too long now we've been held apart. We need each other's strength to unite against this yoke of oppression that strips us of our dignity.
The 25th of November that internationally has been recognised by the UN is significant and very, very important for generations to come, and in my generation today. This is a time where I acknowledge these three amazing sisters that biologically were linked to each other, had come from a family culture, but they paid a price to be free.
The 25th of November is really symbolic, not only here in Aotearoa where we celebrate white ribbons and all of our commitment to elimination of all forms of violence against women, but it's also about remembering some of our pioneers, some of the people in our global history who have died because they had the courage and the conviction to stand up and say that's wrong.
This is the anniversary of the three women that were killed in the Dominican Republic and who came to be recognised through these butterflies. I understand that at a personal level they fought against violence against women and girls, but their situation or what happened to them was a macro level of what happens at an individual level. They were in a country they were oppressed, they were silenced, they went against the grain in speaking out, and they eventually paid for that with their lives.
I think it's quite pivotal when we talk about major events in history that we actually look at the history. So when we talk about the 25th of November, when we talk about white ribbon, we actually go back to how that came about. So for me, it's about women who had the courage to stand up and to voice, to name and to challenge. And if we look at that, we understand the fundamental work that is shared by so many women. We understand the burden that is taken on by so many women. And we understand the collectiveness of women together. There are so many women of worth, and we need to create men of worth so that when they look at women, they see their equals. When they look at women, they understand what is in their hearts, and they show them that love in every tangent, in every way possible. So the 25th of November, for me, it marks my mother, it marks my aunties, it marks my grandmothers, and I give thanks for the Mirabal sisters, for their faith and for their courage.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up.
What I want from an ally is like unity, support each other, and working for the betterment of life, and also, for example, stopping violence against women and girls.
I want us to ensure that we have each other's backs, and someone I can count on.
I would like from an ally is to be supported, stand shoulder to shoulder, back to back, in stuff that we both believe in and forging forward.
I think that from an ally, I would want someone who shares the same philosophies, who understands that we are both walking towards the same goal and that we are on the same page. So for me, an ally is someone who understands my heart, who knows that my platform is love, and that we share that vision. so that we can pass that on.
And that's the most important thing in an ally, is someone you can trust, that you respect, and you know at the end of the day that they will walk side by side with you.
From an ally, hopefully I would want somebody or people of like mind that have an analysis about how the personal is political, and that is able to be proactive about that information in terms of violence against women and children.
Come on, sisters, black sisters, it's time we got together to fight for too long. So, black feminism to me also means that, we get to create the spaces to develop our ideas and our own analysis about what's happening to us. It's about reclaiming and celebrating that which is us as black women. It's about the honouring of black women. So black feminism is it's also about challenging white oppression. It's about challenging patriarchy, and it's about actually us defining, instead of allowing or letting white feminisms or white patriarchies define it for us.
Black feminism for me means that as women of the world, as black women of the world, that we understand colonisation, we understand history, we understand that in some societies there may have been a perception that we're unequal to men, but black feminism means that we know we are equal to men, and that we stand side by side and we stand in unity. And actually it's broader than men and women. I mean, the whole issue around gender equality, gender diversity, gender identity means that as human beings we're equal. And so for me, black feminism is about standing up, standing strong and being clear about who we are, and proud to be black women in this world, and contributing to the world in a way that makes it better.
Just working together in all aspects of life, fighting for what we believe in, whether it's social economics, the racism, politics, but that we do it with the way, I suppose, in our own ways, like, so for example, by Pacific for Pacific, so in our own black way for our own people to get their voices heard.
So, black feminism is about being non-white and therefore having a different perspective and experiencing feminism and racism together.
That strips us of our dignity. Come on, sisters, black sisters, rise up, stand firm and unite. For together we will win the fight. Alone we are destined to die. We must break these walls that divide us and fight for our people's revolution. We gotta get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up,